Number 10, which equation is an equation of the line with the slope of -8 and a y-intercept of 12. So they even gave the equation out to the side, just the format of that. So y equals mx plus b. Just remember that slope always goes next to the x. So that would mean this has to look like -8x. And it's a positive 12, so it would say plus 12. And even if you just got that part, you can eliminate these two answer choices, so you're down to 2, which is way better than 4, and you know that that's positive, so it would have to be plus. Number 11, the slope and the y-intercept. So let's find the slope first, so we can find the y-intercept. And there's all decimals, so it really doesn't matter. I'm going to pick the bottom two. Whoops. So I'm going to label this x1, y1, x2, y2. So I'm going to plug these in. 17.2, which is my y2, minus 12.8, which is y1, over 7 minus 5, which is x2 minus x1. So 17.2 minus 12.8 is 4.4, and 7.5 is 2. So when I divide those two numbers, I get 2.2. So my slope is 2.2. So already I can eliminate A, and I can eliminate C, and D I could eliminate, but I'm not really sure what's going on there. So I'm going to go ahead and work backwards in the table just in case there was a typo on D. So I'm going to start with the lowest number I have, which is 5 and 12.8. And remember, we have to work backwards until we get to 0. So I want to get to here on my y value. So to do that, I just have to subtract this 2.2. I'm going to subtract my slope until I get to 0, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So first time, 12.8 minus 2.2, I get 10.6. Minus 2.2 again, and I get 8.4. Minus 2.2 again is 6.2, and we're lining up with those numbers over there so we can keep it up. Minus 2.2 is 4, so then one more time, 2.2, and I'll be at 0, and I get 1.8. So it is B. On these, solve the following equations. I'm probably only just going to do a couple of these because we've been doing these for a very long time. I'm probably going to do number 13 just because there's a lot of negatives in this. So let's box in the numbers with the signs that come in front of it. And move one of your plain numbers first. So either 12 or 4. I'm going to move -12 so it'll make a positive number on the other side. So since it's negative, I'm going to do the opposite by adding it to cancel it out. Add it over here. So -4 plus 12 is +8. And then bring down every other thing that you didn't use. So I'm going to bring down this whole box. So -2h. And this over here, -4h. I'm going to box them in again with the signs that come right before it. And again, there's only one thing I can move, which would be this 2h, because it'll combine with this h. So if it's negative over here, I'm going to add it to get rid of it. So -4 plus 2 is -2h. And bring down your 8. Last step, we're going to divide. So 8 divided by -2 is -4. And I'm gonna go ahead, I guess I'll do this one because there's decimals. Box in everything with the sign that comes right before it. And then we want to move one of the plain numbers first, so 26.8 or -5.6. I'm going to move -5.6 so I can have positive numbers. So I'm going to move it by adding it because that's the opposite. So 26.8 plus 5.6 is 32.4. Bring down everything else that wasn't just now used. And that's a positive 32.4. And don't forget to bring down the letters with it. So 3.2m, positive 32.4, and 1.4. So there's only one thing I can move, and it has to be the m. So I'm going to move, oh my gosh, I'm going to move 3.2m. It's positive because there's no sign in front, so we have to subtract it. So 1.4 minus 3.2 is negative 1.8, and bring down 32.4. Last step is to divide, and make sure you divide with that negative. Divide by negative 1.8, divide by negative 1.8. So 32.4 divided by negative 1.8 is negative 18. Same thing on 12 and 15. If you need extra help with those, just let me know, but I'm going to stop it here so my video is not super long.